I've always wanted to make games like GTA 5, Need for Speed, Call of Duty, you name it, all the eye candy games. But there was a catch. I had no clue how to make one, so I just googled how to make a game. And after weeks and weeks of searching, I finally stumbled upon Unity. Yes. So I decided to give it a shot and install it, and I double clicked and opened it up, and I had no clue what I was doing. So I decided to remake Flappy Bird. Yep. So I just found some sprites and I dragged one onto the editor, just like this. And then I attached a rigid body to that object, and voila! Write some simple code, and here we have a jumping bird. And then let's just give it a flap strength, and flap strength will be equal to whatever we give it. You can edit that in the editor, in the Unity editor on the right hand side. I'm not going into too much detail. And here just drag a few pipes and write a pipe script, and here you have the code for the pipe, which is basically to transform the position of the pipe and give it a pipe speed times the frame rate. And here you have a moving pipe and a jumping bird. Okay, problem solved. Now what we're gonna do is we gotta reference the pipe inside the pipe spawner script and instantiate the pipe using this method that I'm showing you right now. With this method, the bird will move between pipes, but the pipes are occurring one after the other. We don't want this. So create a timer and give it times delta time, and then modify this. So this will basically come inside an if else, and you will have a bird jumping between pipes just like this. Now we want to make some simple changes. We want to give it a height offset so that the pipes occur top and bottom. We don't want pipes like this. And define lowest point and highest point for the pipe just like this. Simple math, right? And then just modify the instantiate function, which I'll show you in a bit. New vector 3 of transform position.x, and y position will be a random value between the lowest and highest points, and the z will be 0. And voila, you have randomly occurring pipes. We are getting closer and closer to the final result, guys. So what we need is a score. So just drag a text and give it a random value of 0, not random, an initial value of 0, and use the onCollisionEdit2D inbuilt method inside the bird script and write an if statement. This is pretty much straightforward. I just figured it out myself and watched a tutorial for this. So you'll write a condition if the collision game object is of top pipe or bottom pipe. We want to see some log. I just want to see if it is actually hitting the object, because this is the first time I'm writing a game. And it works. You can see on the console that our bird is indeed colliding with the pipe. Now we want to set a trigger. If the bird hits this trigger, we will get a score of +1. The user will get a score of +1. So for that, there is an inbuilt method called onTriggerEnter2D. We have already set the trigger. We have already set the bird. Now we just see if the bird is colliding with the trigger. Log it out, and you will see that the bird is indeed hitting the trigger. This is exactly what we want. And then we can give it a score is equal to score +1, and increment the score and append the score just like that into player score. And you can see that the bird is indeed jumping between, and the score is increasing. Just put a game over text and reset button and write a method for restarting the game. So here we can make use of scene manager to load the initial scene. We just have one scene in this game, no splash screen, no levels, nothing. So we just need to reload the initial scene just like this, and then just reference the game over text in the word script and just put this in between the if statement. So if the bird hits the pipe, we have to say that game over is true. Pretty simple logic, right? And then finally we just need to add certain conditions. If the bird is alive and not alive, we need to add some simple conditions. Here you can see that the player is able to play, the score is increasing, and then when it hits the pipes, the bird dies. This is what we want. This is our game, and you can modify it any way you want. You can use my code. And that's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.